What is good, people? Welcome back to another video. So I thought I would do another week in the life after the really positive responses you guys have gave. I genuinely didn't expect it to do very well. It was just a vlog that I just wanted to put out to give people an understanding of like what's going on if people were interested. After the positive responses, I'm going to do another one. So here it is. We've got a fair few amount of things we need to do this week, so it makes for great content. I'm going to take the camera on you guys with me, so hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, give it a like and subscribe. So what we got up to yesterday, we was just templating all of the fabric. As you can see, we have got probably about 80% done. We've just got a few little bits left to do, which we'll get done today. When we finished up last night, I finished up a little bit early because I wanted to sort out the Mark II Golf. I thought that one of the potential problems between the bad steering issues was the rear axle. So I ended up replacing the rear axle bushers with polyurethane ones. Hasn't seemed to have cured the fault, but at some point down the line I'm going to eventually fix it, so it's not too bad. After that was messing around with our Patreon profile. We've changed the cover and we've just uploaded lots of new content, and I've scheduled the next month or two's worth of post every couple of days or so. So if you haven't already signed up for the Patreon, link in the description, guys. It will massively help out the channel. Running a YouTube channel, running a business and doing everything else in between isn't easy at all, but I'm still grafting my ass off, bringing out one video a week. Today you join us on this Tuesday morning. I'm going to be finishing off the templating, and then at some point we're going to be getting the rear axle bush video edited to come out. You will probably see this the week after, so last week's video. But yeah, let's crack on. Just cracking on with the trimming, guys. Last week's vlog, the a week in the life. Last night I was just watching telly and I had a notification pop up. It says "Living Life Fast commented on your video." So I was like, yeah, I bet, yeah, it's just gonna be a duplicate account or something. It actually was Living Life Fast. Clicked on the profile, it had a verification tick, 460,000+ subscribers, uploading for 8 years. He actually commented on one of my videos. Little old YouTuber me, day in the life, day in the week vlog. So it was just crazy to comprehend that someone that big has been shown my video. So I want a massive shout out to Living Life Fast. Thank you very much for the positive comments, and thank you to everybody who puts their comments in anyway. Really appreciate it. But it's nice to know that someone of the automotive space that does YouTube content is watching the videos. Crazy. Anyway, let's crack on. I thought I would add that in just as a little, yeah, I don't know, it was crazy. So we have got up to this point stitching the seat. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is the first time I've worked with this fabric. I've not used this for seats before. I think the foam is a little bit too thin. We're working with 1 or 2 mil thick foam. Usually I work to about 3 mil at least. The way this foam is laid on, it's perfect for headliners and door cards because that is glued to something. Let me use this as an example. So this is the foam. If there's a piece of material that's come that's not foam backed, I tend to put this stuff on. So there's 2 sides to it. You've obviously got this side and then that side. That side is what you actually run to the bottom of the sewing machine to help it slide. Gives it a little bit of less resistance. Whereas this side is at the bottom, which is what you usually stick the fabric to, which is causing a little bit of havoc running it through the machine because we're getting it bunching places. I've just gave him a message and said, look, if it was up to me, I'd get another material. I don't think that is going to be suitable. We have a solution. I had a little brainwave. I did a retrim video for a chap maybe a year or two ago, and I remember using a black suede. I don't remember having these issues with that suede, so I gave him a message. He sent me the eBay link. I did a little bit of detective work. I managed to find their website, rang them direct. They gave me a good deal on a huge bulk load of fabric. Currently in our spare room, where I edit from. So this Mark 5 headliner, we might be able to get solved quicker than we thought. I've just spoken to the company. If I order 30 meters of fabric, they'll do me a little discount. We've ordered the fabric. It just means that kind of all of that needs to go in the bin. But I'd rather stop now than, like I said, later down the line we've got massive issues. That kind of concludes what we need to do with the seats today until we get the new fabric. However, the car is an open air Polo, and obviously we've got the headliner, the door cards are in the garage. So what I thought I could do, there is still some material left on the roll. Get this done and dusted out of the way, so then I can get a little bit of quick cash right now. Quick switch up of plans, but we did encounter an issue and we have resolved it in quick time. What we are doing now is the Polo open air headliner. You'll notice there's a huge hole in the middle. Volkswagen didn't spend any money R&D in the structural integrity of this headliner. I'm telling you, this thing is floppy as anything. Just, there is no strength in it at all. The other thing is the lad he's going to watch this, so it'll be funny for him to watch back. He's wrapped straight over the original fabric, which has made life easy for me, because had he have wrapped the original headliner, would have made everything awkward, because the foam itself, once you've glued it to something, it just comes off in places and don't really, yeah, it just makes things awkward. So we're going to be tackling this how we do every other headliner. I'm going to take all the fabric off, make sure it's all cleaned up, put on the new suede, and then we have the door cards just here that we're going to make a start on as well if we get some time today. It'll be nice if I can get that Mark 5 headliner done that's in the office, because he's still waiting for it. Once that's done, then I can kind of jiggle some stuff around. But for now, let's do this. Alright guys, we have completed the Polo 6N open air headliner, and it looks fantastic. We've got no creases at all on this one, and everything, all the holes are cut out for the grab handles, there, sun visors, interior light, and then at the back we're all good. The most important thing going forward with the business, you are going to encounter issues, things are going to go wrong all the time. It's just how it is. I'll make a start on those door cards. If we have enough fabric left, I'm going to try and get that Mark 5 headliner done. The answer to the question of have we got enough material, the answer is no. The headliner comes to about here. Oh, for God's sake. Do you know, if I didn't cut all that material out for the seats, we would have had enough. Welcome to business life. Tomorrow we have a sort of cars and coffee meet. Last week, if you watched the vlog, we went to Cafe and Machine. So although Cafe and Machine organised it, there was another group separately that all attended. That was who I was going with. They're doing their own one tomorrow at another location, and I'll be going there. Either way, we're going to be taking the Mark 2. That's not until later on in the vlog, so we have got a little bit of work to do until that meet goes. So make sure you stay tuned, and yeah, guess we'll see you tomorrow.
One shift later.
Morning guys, we are on Wednesday morning, and I thought I would take a start on the rear door cards. Customer wants just this center section trimming in the black faux suede. Obviously, as I mentioned in the previous vlog, although this is not suitable for seats, it's more than capable of doing door cards, especially if I'm just doing it in one panel. Have a quick look around it, just double check how we want to do it, and then start wrapping, guys. All of the door cards have now been glued on, as you can see. We're just waiting for the finishing trim, just so we can put it along this side just there, and then at the bottom on all 4 door cards. That is done for today, and actually it couldn't have happened at a better time, because we have about 5 or 10 minutes till we need to set off to the engineering shop to drop off our hubs, track rod flip kit, and then a set of wheel bearings. So let's load up the car, load all the bits, and I'll explain while I'm on my way to the shop. So we are on our way to the engineering shop. We have loaded up the hubs, the wheel bearings, and the inserts for the track rod end flip kit. What the engineering shop's essentially going to do, they're going to press on the new front wheel bearings, and then what the track rod end bolts through, there's a hole on the hub that needs to be drilled out 17mm, so the taper for the track rod end is flipped. Because we're doing a flip kit, the track rod end is going to mount from the bottom, which is going to give us a bit more clearance so the steering arm doesn't hit, and it makes everything line up a little bit easier. We need to mount it from the bottom. So those are the 2 items we're going to get done today. I was going to wait until the wheels were done to get everything done at once, but we're experiencing many delays, many unnecessary delays. Let's make our way to the engineering shop, drop off these bits, and then we will catch up with you guys in a bit. Hopefully we can get this car quickly wiped down. I don't know if it's stopped raining. Yeah, it stopped raining, so we can just give this car a quick wipe down, and then we'll be heading off to, I don't even know what the meet's called. It's a meet. I'll see you there. Guys, we are back from the Dub Club meet, and I've got to say I'm thankful for 2 things. It didn't rain once since I washed the car. When we brought it home, we washed it, and then I put a glaze on and then waxed it, did all the trims, tyre shine, clean the wheels, and then I did some trim restorer on the bumpers, so I'm absolutely grateful that the weather did not rain. There is one thing that I'm not happy about, guys, is we picked up this chip. You won't be able to see. You can see the chip, but there's a crack that's formed. Not happy at all, because this is the replacement glass. The good thing about it is we can still get glass for the Mark II in green tint form. They're not expensive and they're not hard to come across. It's just one of those things that's like, what else? It's just another thing added to the list, which is very annoying. The second thing I'm grateful for, guys, is the response we got at the Dub Club meet. We managed to get this car parked in a really nice spot, as you've seen in the cinematics, and loads of people walking past, loads of compliments with the interior, and I could not be any more grateful that I've sort of finished it, and we can kind of show it off to people. I have been thinking about engine swaps, guys. Since I've been talking to some guys at the show, I can't get engine swaps out of my head. The problem is R32s are out of the window because of the business. Obviously I don't want to be putting in thousands into an engine. I'm more of a cruiser, and so I was toying with the idea of putting, just for the cost alone, putting an 8 valve in it, 2 litre 8 valve Mark III, and then potentially supercharging it. It's been done before. It's not a hard build to do. The hardest bit would be to get someone to create the mount and then plumbing all the stuff in. An 8 valve swap in this is plug and play. Everything is easy to do. I need to do some more research into it, but guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think we should 8 valve supercharge this? Because there's plenty R32 swaps, there's plenty 18T swaps, there's plenty 16 valve swaps. You don't really see 8 valves in these, and you don't really see them supercharged either. It's a relatively cheap engine swap. If I get between 150 to 200, I'd be perfectly happy with that. I don't think anything else more than that is warranted on a Mark II. They're just going to spin the front wheels up all the way up to 4th gear. And to be honest with you guys, like I said, I'm more of a cruiser. I just want that available power to punch it if I need to overtake someone or if someone's in the way, etc. It is now Wednesday. Thursday, we have our bulk load of suede being delivered. So what we're going to do while we're waiting for that is we're going to get some videos edited.
The next day.
And the video is now rendering, guys. So while that is being done, that can take anywhere from, I don't know, 45 to over an hour. Our suede has turned up. Came in this colossal roll. Oh my god. Absolutely massive. So what we're going to do, guys, is essentially do what we did with these ones, is retemplate everything again twice for both the passenger and the driver's seat. Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning and I'm whispering because the girlfriend's sleeping. So I've been working with the new suede, just cutting out all of the templates. We've pretty much almost finished now. We've just got a couple of little bits left to do. I've been having to think about this material, and it's not going to be advisable for headliners because it doesn't stretch at all. So it's perfect for seats, not ideal for headliners. So I'm kind of still in the same position I was last time with lack of material. I've already put the delays in place for people. I've pushed jobs forward and I've told them that there's going to be some delays on the material. If you is to expect to wrap a headliner with a piece of paper opposed to cling film, obviously the paper, if you try and get into the contours of the grab handles, some visors, some roof, everything like that, it's going to crinkle and fold and crease. If you use the cling film, it's going to stretch and mould to the contours. So it's pretty much the comparison between this one and the one that I did the headliner in before. So yeah, perfect for seats, and I've ordered 30 meters worth, which is going to do quite a lot of seats. I've got a bunch of seats that I'm going to do in that material. In the meantime, guys, we have this current video that you're watching right now to edit. So that is what we're going to do right now. Okay guys, the vlog has 99% been finished. We've literally edited up until the point you are watching right now. And I thought rather than film me driving out, I would just update you right now. When we went to the engineering shop, we was missing these, which is what your wheel bolts up to. When I had a chap remove them, they did damage them slightly. So I thought, let's just order a new set. They're brand new then, not messing around. And then going forward, we're not going to have any issues. At the same time, we've had new top mounts and a bunch of other stuff. Everything has been delivered, which means we'll get all the steering and suspension components done in a separate vlog. Today, we will make a trip back down to the engineering shop to drop off those hub sections. So when they've pressed the bearings into the hubs, they can press those into the bearings. I'm going to go out and film one more video. Again, there's no point in me showing you guys, but that will conclude this Friday. We didn't get a massive amount of stuff done, but we did run into some issues with fabrics, which we've now solved. The door cards are sat here waiting just for the finishing trim, which should be coming maybe next week. I'm going to finish up templating. I might do that next week, and then we'll start sewing up the seat cover. If you guys want to see more a week at Project 7 vlogs, let me know in the comments down below and we will make it happen. If you guys want to support the channel even further, we do have a Patreon. I'll leave it in the link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, and we will see you next week for another video. Peace.